Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today is the official second airport update for operations out of my hometown airport, Jacksonville International Airport. Things are going to be set up a little bit differently because I'm happy to announce that there are a few flights with Jetblue as well as United or so that have officially triumphantly returned. And for the first time ever, for Atlanta flights with Delta's mainline fleet, we're going to be seeing a trio of different aircrafts, including right here, 737-900ER, A321 in the thank you livery, and then just a 757, and then we have Frontier. So this is our lineup here for Concourse A, and then for Concourse C, we have our Southwest planes, including 737-800 Heart livery, 737-700 Canyon Blue, 737-700 Heart livery. Of course, Spirit is still suspended. No flights for Allegiant Air today. But as a disclaimer, as you're seeing this aircraft, the Silver Airways Saab 340, this video is going to be a practical send-off as well as a test over here in this section where I would have gate C5 at. Because I'm believing so that when Silver Airways returns here to Jacksonville, which I found out is on December 21st of this year, it's probably a possibility that they're going to use gate C5 over on Concourse C. And then, of course, for the American section, we're only going to have 3 flights for American today, because still a few flights are suspended, and I obviously don't have enough Embraer E-Jets in the American Eagle fleet. I hope to find another either E-170 or E-175 someday with American Eagle, because those are really hard to find. And so are the Silver Airways Saab. So once again, if you have a Silver Airways Saab 340 in 1/400 scale like this, you're pretty lucky. And don't get rid of it or don't sell it, because these things are going to be hard to find someday. But anyways, we're going to get on with the airport update. Starting here with JetBlue, we do have the return of the E190. But of course, this month the routes are going to be different. Our JetBlue A320 will be going to Newark, because they are now opening focus cities in Newark as well. And then we have the return of the JetBlue E190, which is operating its returning Fort Lauderdale flight. The United 737-800 will be going to Houston IAH, or Houston Intercontinental, apparently for the mainline service for flights to Houston Intercontinental on United. They've switched from A319s, believe it or not, to 737-700s, in which I don't have a United 737-700 just yet. I will think about getting one in the future, but they have before used 737-800s as well too, so I guess for this time it's going to have to be the 800 in the old Continental Globe livery here by NG Models. And the CRJ-700 will be going to Washington Dulles. However, I heard Dulles flights are no longer on CRJ-700s. They're as of now either on Embraer 170s, which I only for United Express have E175s, as well as the ERJ-145. So I guess I'll still have the CRJ-700 take over for the ERJ-145s. So someday I'll also get a regular United Express E170 as I will go along. Anyway, moving on. United Express CRJ-700 service to Dulles. United Express E175 was service to Chicago O'Hare. And then this is the Delta CRJ-700 in the 2015 releases. And here's a destinations that's making a triumphant return, and that would be that she'll be going to Detroit. So welcome back, Detroit. All that's left to welcome back, either with the mainline fleet or the regional fleet, would be Boston. And then over here, we've got the return to Jacksonville of the 737-900ER with splits. we've got the Airbus A321 in the thank you livery because Flight Radar confirms it that we did get a visit today from Delta's A321 in the beautiful thank you livery. So I'm very, very glad they sent it, and now I can finally use it at this airport. Probably just this once because they only have one A321 painted like that. I hope it comes back to Jacksonville one day. And then finally, another airplane used for Atlanta flights would be the 757-200. That's another thing that hasn't changed much. Hasn't changed much, my bad. And then, of course, as always, Frontier Airbus A320 service to Philadelphia. Still waiting to get more Frontier aircraft like the A320neo. They don't bring A321s here, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to move to Concourse C. Starting off Concourse C with the Southwest 737-800 with service on another returning destination, and that would be Denver. So, welcome back, Southwest service to Denver. Also here with the Southwest 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. Welcome back this destination of Chicago Midway. That's where she'll be going. And then the Southwest 737-700 in the Heart livery will be going to Baltimore. Apparently Spirit is still suspended. Moving to the American section, we've got the 737-800 with service to Dallas. American A319 service to Charlotte. And then the American E170 with service to Miami. And then over here, we are looking once again here at the Silver Airways Saab 340, which came in as a charter flight for its testing flight over for flights here to Jacksonville, Florida in its return, which it's also testing out Gate C5 over here to get it reactivated, because as I just said in the beginning of the video, it's a possibility, like I said, that when Silver Airways does make its return this December 21st, it's a possibility that they'll be based out of Gate C5. Of course, we all know there's never been any airlines out of Gate C5 since Air Canada left, and I remember at first when Silver Airways did serve here, going to Tampa and the Bahamas, they were at Gate A1 over where Frontier is. But, of course, before Silver Airways left, at the time and Frontier Airlines was moving in by then, Silver and Frontier had to share Gate A1. But by the time Silver Airways left, well, Frontier ended up getting Gate A1 all to themselves. So, I don't think it's a possibility of Silver Airways returning to that gate sharing with Frontier Airlines, because it's a lot of trouble, because when they did have Silver Airways service here with the Saabs, they would always have you walk through the jetway and down a set of air stairs where you'll be walking up the airplane's own set of air stairs like that. And so, since the Saab 340 with Silver Airways is practically no more in the state of Florida except for Fort Lauderdale as well as San Juan, that means we're going to be using the ATRs. And so what they're going to probably do by then is just add a set of air stairs to the jetway, so that way the passengers can board the ATR 42s over where they're permitted to. And one of the weird things about boarding an ATR turboprop is that you actually board from the back, like right on this side, rather than over here. I'll show you what I mean though, because I will have an upcoming video of my Silver Airways ATR 42-600, as I do definitely have one available. I just haven't reviewed it yet. In fact, I have two, and you'll find out why I ended up getting two, even though there is only one gate available by then for Silver Airways. But for right now, we are currently here bidding our farewell to the Silver Airways Saab 340. So as of now, with the successful test of Gate C5 being reactive, getting ready to service Silver Airways when they return next month on December 21st with their ATRs. With that, we'll have the Silver Airways be flying over to Fort Lauderdale as a crew or a employee-only charter flight back to Fort Lauderdale and continuing on service over to San Juan where they're continuing the rest of their careers until the Saabs completely retire. I heard in San Juan some of the Silver Airways Saabs are actually being repainted over into another based airline in San Juan called Seaborne Airlines, and I don't know if Gemini Jets has plans to do a Seaborne Saab 340 in this scale. I'll just keep the silver one just in case if I ever do someday do a San Juan airport. But anyway, this concludes the November update for Jacksonville Airport. I'm glad I got to mention some flights returning like that. And I'm excited that Detroit is back with Delta Connection flights. And I'm amazed to have a trio of Delta mainline aircraft for services to Atlanta with a 737-900, an A321, and a 757-200. Still, with Frontier, I'll be working on getting more planes. And for this month, I've also decided to give Allegiant Air a break. Maybe next month I'll bring Allegiant Air back. And of course, Spirit over there is still completely suspended. I don't know when they'll be back, but I'll be sure to check Flight Radar as often as I can. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this month's Jacksonville Airport update. Things will be more interesting when I bring the Silver Airways ATR. So, as I've said before, this is a farewell in Northeast Florida of the Silver Airways Saab. And pretty soon next month, hello to the ATR 42s. I'll have another video up probably today about what they look like. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video very much. I certainly did. So, until next time, Cameron at Pinchy08 is signing and pinching out. Until next time, take care. Have a good flight.